Hi friends. Well, I'll try this effect for a little while. We'll see if it flickers. If it does, just ignore it. I've been high most of the day on light. I have a bunch of stuff going on in my body. Good stuff. That when I focus on it, it just, I don't know what to say. And I keep being so inspired. What I'm going to try to do is read a journal to you. There are so many of them stacking up that every time I come to the webcam, I wind up just speaking extemporaneously instead. This one I think is neat though, and I want to get it out there before it gets stale because it's about the end of the Mayan calendar. It's a journal from 1031. It was the first of that day, and the Mayan day was 3 something. I haven't looked it up yet. It's called 10th and 11th wave of the extended Mayan calendar, time compression. So I thought this would be my third journal for the day, but it turns out the clock has changed and it's become tomorrow, the 31st. So happy Halloween, All Hallows Eve, folks. And let me take this moment to point out something rather obvious to us if we weren't so enslaved to the clock and calendar. Day is not day until the sun rises. It's still night. Well, duh. There. I got that off my chest anyway. Did you know that when you get a Mayan calendar astrology report, which can be got for 10 USD at MayanMagics.com, by the way, and I'm not making a penny for the plug. If you were born in the early morning hours, they consider you may have been born on the previous day. So, being born at 4:32 a.m., they ran both reports for me, the 3 Jaguar or 4 Eagle. And it turns out, though I vibrate to both of them, I sync up more, I resonate with the Jaguar or previous day energy. I was born, or rather the body was, on December 31st at 4:32 a.m., clearly before sunrise anywhere. Hopefully, in our new world we're in the process of creating, we'll see to it that we use nature once again for the seasons and timing of things. No more mechanical clocks behind the scenes running things. Sure, they're great for science. An atomic clock is a model of precision, very useful at times. Not to run your life by, though. We let all of our holy days be turned into shopping or buying days, holidays. We were commercialized bit by bit by use of the current calendar. There's not a sacred thing on it. We didn't notice it happening due to incrementalism. Well, we're noticing such things these days, and I'm glad, aren't you? We're no longer the easy marks, the dupes that we were programmed to be in the earlier generations. My suggestion is that in addition to currency, which simply needs to be eliminated, education also be scrapped. There is nothing left to rescue in the current system. It's gone past rescuing. It seems that at the top, everything is corrupt, more or less, and mostly more. So, what is it that brings me to the journal at this hour? I really don't know, as usual. So, there's just an intensity of something inside, a feeling, something wanting to be said. I'll sit with it sometimes for a few hours, doing this or that to see if it'll let up. This one hasn't. Let's find out what wants to be said. Still on the subject of calendars, only on my favorite one, the Mayan calendar, some interesting information came up, even saying that Dr. Kalaman was right and the calendar ended on the 28th of October. Since it's cyclical, we can still continue it with complete ease. After all, we're still here, and though time itself is melting or morphing into we don't know yet what, we can still keep time with it. So, the one interesting thing that I heard that I thought I'd share with you is the reminder that each cycle, each level of the pyramid, was always 20 times faster or shorter than the previous one. Thus, the same amount of growth and development, the same amount of living would occur only 20 times faster, more compressed, as we climbed from level to level. Well, maybe now we're building our pyramid into the air, off into the ethers. Or maybe it's upside down now or something. Maybe it's in another dimension. That doesn't matter to this, though. The last, or universal wave or cycle, took 360 days. Gregorian calendar days. The next one, then, would take 18 days. It would start on October 29th and end on November 10th, the very day before 11/11/11. Interesting, wouldn't you say? In this next wave, which we would be in the midst of right now, like the others, it would be divided into 7 days and 6 nights. Each of these in the last wave, or the 9th cycle, lasted 18 or 20 days, depending. Dr. Kalaman started with saying it was 20 days, and then he recalculated to 18 days. Thus the confusion. 18 days each for the 13 days and nights that together comprise the 9th or universal wave. In this new etheric wave, 10th wave, how long would each of the 13 day and night periods last? Remember, 7 days, 6 nights. Well, by my calculation, not quite 1.4 days. By that calculation, the days and nights fly by so fast it doesn't pay to even record them here for you. By the time this gets uploaded, maybe 2 more days will have passed. It's a bit ridiculous. The intensification, the compression, the speed of time passing. Well then, what of 11/11/11? That will also be the 11th wave by this form of extending the Mayan calendar, won't it? Very interesting. The 11th wave on 11-11-11. Furthermore, since in each cycle time passes 20 times faster, and this current cycle lasts only 18 days, how long will the last cycle take to pass? In less than 1 day, 0.9 days, the whole 11th cycle will complete itself. I'd say 11-11 should be something to experience. Let's all be sure to spend as much of our time as possible centered in the now, in heart, during these very special times. If we want to be in touch, in closest touch with what is going on, we will do that within, by being in heart. Also, my suggestion is to be getting rid of old beliefs like crazy during this time. Shove them all out. If a belief doesn't directly make your life a better place to live, kick it out. Let them go. Beliefs act like blinders, controlling what you can see, what you do see. Now, if you want to find out if that's true, just give it a try. Let go of some beliefs and watch and observe closely. Hold no expectations, remember. Just watch. Be neutral. Just be observant. Don't interfere. You'll see soon enough. If you want to be sure to notice what's going on, then start or continue to journal. You'll find things out that way that you just wouldn't notice otherwise. Happens with me every time. It's almost like I can feel time compressing. There's an intensity. I can feel something. Maybe it's related to what's happening with time. You know, anytime there's been contact with alien races, the subject of time comes up. Never once that I know of have any of them been able to relate to our concepts around time. They find it alien. I find that funny, don't you? So, let's let go of our concepts around time, all of them. Let them begin to slide. Then, if you're ready, let them go. At least some of them. If you're really brave, take down the clocks from your walls. Take off your watch. If you need it for work, fine, wear it. But when you leave the office or job site, take it off. That will help to remind you to stop letting your life be controlled by the clock. Stop letting yourself be pushed around by those spinning hands. Take back control of your life. Do things when you want to, instead of being a slave to that clock. Okay, surprisingly, I guess that's it. A mini discourse on the Mayan calendar and on time compression. Now, don't trust what I say. Confirm my calculations. I don't recall exactly where I heard the idea about these last cycles, the 10th and the 11th, but it's a bit of a no-brainer to just project the regular calculations out past the 9th wave ending, 1028. Remember, each cycle is 20 times faster or shorter, with the same amount of living, loving, life, and growing contained. Blessings and love, my friends. Absolutely. Who knows where this is going? And then again, in a funny way, we do. From deep within, where literally everything abides, we know all. Won't it be fun to finally be in conscious contact with all of that? I'm ready. How about you? Good day.